Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, I think you're muted.
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Great. How you doing? You alright?
I'm sorry?
How you doing? You alright?
I don't quite get what you're saying.
How are you doing? Are you alright?
How are you doing? How are you doing indeed? How are you doing?
That's good and all, but try saying it like me. How you doing?
How are you doing?
How ya
How ya
doing?
doing? How are you doing?
How you doing? Good. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lizzy.
Likewise.
As you can see, I'm enmeshed in Stirling Castle. This is one of my favourite castles here in Scotland. I'd highly recommend you visit it while you're here. Just write it in the chat. Just take it off for now, though. So, today is your first lesson. If you don't mind me asking, why do you want me to teach you this accent?
Well, I'm moving to Scotland after things calm down, and I want to make sure I have friends there. I know my accent is scary.
Scary? How?
I always sound like I'm about to order someone's beheading.
Oh, oh, away with you.
Away with me?
Aye, away with you.
Away with me! You're right!
So, where exactly in Scotland are you moving to?
Oh, I'm moving to Culross, a quaint little village between Falkirk and Dunfermline.
Ah, you mean Dunfermline? Lovely. I for some reason thought you were moving to Edinburgh. That's where I live.
I'll have to stay there for a few days when I first arrive, but no, I'm staying away from big cities. You see, I found myself at ease being so remote, and I can't imagine going back to a busy lifestyle. So I've decided to move somewhere with simpler times, simpler people, somewhere with fewer things to do.
Ah, so you must do a lot then.
Well, yes, I am a do-a-lot.
Right.
But
okay.
about Scotland, I am, in fact, 1/4 Scottish.
Oh, really?
Yes, my dad told me so. His brother-in-law is Scottish.
Oh, so your mum's brother's from here?
No, my aunt's husband.
So you're not related?
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't important.
Okay. So, shall we get started?
Yeah, good idea. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Why don't we try practicing some sounds?
Okay.
See, English has this sound A. But in Scotland, this is just a sharper A. So, face sounds a bit like face.
Okay. Well, that explains why it sounds so weird.
Now let's try with an example. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Okay, why don't you try that again?
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Don't you hear the difference?
Yes, I hear it just fine. The rain in Spain.
The rain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Mainly in the plain.
Mainly in the plain.
Okay, what I'm going to do, Lizzy, is I'm going to write it in the chat. Try this and practice this a few times yourself while I look over some paperwork.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Lizzy,
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just filling in your report here. Your last name, is it pronounced Doelotte?
No. It's Doelotte, as in our family does a lot. My father owns many businesses. Oh, when I was younger, I couldn't pronounce the word lilies. I always said Lizzie's instead. So my dad bought a flower business where all the lilies were named Lizzy.
You're kidding.
Of course. Well, only partly. We do own Doelotte's daisies, and there's one by Stirling Castle, actually. And I really couldn't say lilies when I was younger. It was quite the embarrassment being corrected so much.
Well, I'm sure that was a big problem for you.
Did I say something wrong?
Come on, Lizzy. You don't really know what it's like to be judged for how you talk, do you?
And you do?
Of course. My teachers corrected me even outside of class. Excuse me, young man. It's poor, not poor.
Well, why would you ever speak like that?
What do you mean, why? I'm teaching you how to speak like that.
To be honest, Harry, I like my accent. It's just that I know other people are put off by it.
But how's that different from me and my accent?
I don't understand.
I also like my accent, but the only reason I change it is because others told me I have to.
Well, you don't have to, as long as people understand you. Why don't we get back on track?
Right, good idea. I'll read a sentence. Try and listen carefully, okay? And then try and practice it a few times yourself. The wind and the sun argued one day over which one was the stronger.
The wind and the sun argued one day over which one was the stronger.
The wind and the sun argued one day over which one was the stronger.
I'm a bit confused. Didn't you just say that?
Yes, but you have to repeat it.
The wind and the sun argued one day over which one was the stronger.
Spotting the man travelling the road, they sported to see which one could remove the coat from the man's back the quickest.
Okay, spotting the man travelling the road, they spotted to see which...
Sported?
They sported to see which one could remove the goat from the
Coat.
Oh, the coat from the man's back the quickest.
Back the quickest.
From the man's back the quickest.
Good. The wind began.
The wind
She
began.
blew
Oh,
the strong...
sorry.
Let me just finish. The wind began. He blew the strong gusts of air, so strong the man could barely walk against him.
The wind began. He blew strong gusts of air, so strong that the...
Lizzy, stop. This just isn't working.
Well, I can tell you that it's not. Why are we reciting some fairy tale? You're supposed to teach me the accent.
I'm trying to. Really. But you're just not making any effort.
That's not true!
You're repeating everything in your own accent. Are you doing it on purpose?
Not at all! Look, Harry, everybody has the impression that I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. I'm just not lazy. I work hard and I get good grades. Do you know how long it took me to learn what a Zoogma is? I have to keep learning something for a long time, but I can get there, I promise.
But that's not the problem.
Well, then what is?
Changing your accent won't get you any friends. It's not so much about how you speak. It's also about what you say.
Am I being rude?
Not like that. But, you greet people with a, "How you doing?" Not, "How are you doing?" and all that. Or when the lads ask you if you want to go to the pub, and you say, "Aye, for sure."
Well, I don't have any lads to go and see at the pub.
You won't just be speaking to girls when you're here, will you?
Well, I haven't found a guy that likes me.
Listen, Lizzy. I think maybe the accent might not be that important. By the sounds of things, you might have to learn how to make friends better, be it with guys or girls. I myself struggled making friends at university too. It didn't matter that I was local. You said you're staying in Edinburgh for a few days, yeah? Why don't we meet up before you go to call Ross? Grab a drink, talk for a long time. We could even hang out in the garden outside my flat.
It'll be cold all week.
If there's one thing I've learnt in this business, it's the English always love to complain about the weather. Come on, give me a chance. I'll get you a blanket, a fire pit, whatever you need.
All right then.
When's your flight?
Oh, I arrive on the 10th in the afternoon.
Okay. How about I pick you up?
Okay.
You mean...
I, for sure.
Fantastic. Well, I guess I'll see you then, Lizzy.
I'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.